13 billion years of evolution condensed into one comic. The name of this ambitious work is Alpha. At 350 pages, it contains little text and is instantly understandable. Jens Haude from Berlin spent 4 years working on his graphic novel, which is based on scientific findings. It was first published in France, and now it's also available in Germany. Alpha is the first part of a planned trilogy.
Ich finde es wahnsinnig spannend, die Abläufe zu betrachten, wie sich alles verändert über die
I think it's very exciting to see how things have changed over the millennia. I grew up in a region where the landscape was reconfigured countless times during the Ice Age and because of all the mining done there. These were eras that made me wonder, and I started exploring history to find out more about all these developments.
Und versucht herauszufinden, wie das sich alles so entwickelt hat.
Jens Haude has joined many other artists at the Erlangen Comic Salon, an important fixture on the German comic art calendar. It's attended by some 350 artists and 25,000 visitors. The event is considered the place to go and check out where the industry is headed. Paul Derouet, who originally comes from France, is in town and recognizes a promising artist when he sees one. He feels that Jens Haude captures a certain zeitgeist and is also treading new ground with the genre.
I think he's done something very special, something we've never seen before in the history of comic art. He's tackled the subject of evolution and the universe with witty images, quotes, and references. He's an exceptional artist. Every detail is in exactly the right place.
Jens Haude lives and works in Berlin. He completed his studies in communication design and since 2002 has been drawing comics. He's one of the few who can make a living at it. Haude has been drawing since he was a boy. He drew these pictures when he was 10. Nature has always been a favorite subject. He also takes his sketch pad on his travels, to Jerusalem, for example. He usually begins drawing with pencil and later revises his pictures on the computer. Now 40, he says there's nothing he'd rather be doing.
From the first sketch to the completed book, you can play with and produce everything yourself. That's the one point, the practical one. In terms of content, you can work strongly with pictures closely meshed with text. And the whole thing's on paper, which you can read in bed at night. You don't need technology, no gadgets. You can take it with you anywhere.
Sophisticated graphic novels like Haude's are in demand, but only among a small readership. Comics account for only 4% of book sales in Germany. That's minuscule compared to France, which is Europe's biggest comics market. And in Germany, newspapers and periodicals remain a major platform for the medium. One well-known character, Mecki, has been appearing regularly since 1949 in the magazine Hör zu. And now there's a comic renaissance in the newspapers, like the Berlin Tagesspiegel. The art of the German comic has been gaining an international readership.
In recent years, the international publishers have become aware of German comics. It's been a trend over the last 5 or 6 years or so, and I think it'll keep growing.
There's only a handful of comics publishers on the German market, so for many artists, the Comic Salon is an opportunity to market their work. Haude is currently published by market leader Carlsen Verlag. We asked if there's something all good comics share.
You can do anything. You can make comics without drawings, with just frames and dots. There have been wordless comics too. The spectrum is amazingly broad. But everything should serve the content. Then it's a good comic.
Jens Haude has developed his own style and found his own niche for the coming years. In Beta, the second part of the trilogy, he visualizes the passage of the last 4 million years. After that, there's just the future and what it could hold.